Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man, and I thank you guys for coming to my channel. And today I'm going to do a very short special video per request. I've had a lot of people ask me throughout the years because I've been a gigging musician for years, and what kind of pointers you can give the new or the up-and-coming musicians that are going on these gigging auditions. What can you give them as far as tips, to get through it and to be able to be, pass and be able to go on tour with, major artists. And off the top of my head, I can think of 5. And the first one is pretty simple. This is kind of universal, whether it's music or business. Be on time. If the gig starts or the gig and audition starts at 10, be there about 9:45, 9:30. It's nothing worse than somebody rushing in past the time they're supposed to be there and trying to set up. They already have discounted you and written you off. So if you do that, it becomes a waste of time because, again, it's important. It says a lot about your character when you're prompt. As opposed to, is he going to show up or what time is he going to get here? So you definitely want to be on time. That's the number one piece of advice I give anybody. Number 2 is know the material. I mean, normally they let you know a couple of days ahead of time what songs they want you to play. So know them. When you get there, know them back and forth. Instead of stumbling through them and kind of not quite sure where you're supposed to be, that would totally get you taken out of any type of consideration as far as going on tour. So you definitely want to be able to know the material when you get there. Number 3, don't overdo it. And this is one of the ones that a lot of people overlook. And I see a lot of drummers doing this because, I mean, basically, unless there's a particular group or style that they want you to play consistently and heavy and doing a lot of accents and just overdoing it. But normally they just want the drummer to keep the meter and indicate the crashes during the verses coming in from the verse to the chorus and the bridge. And the same thing, it goes for any other musician, but mainly I see it in drummers. They go in and they just all over the place. Because I think a lot of us forget that we as the musicians are the backdrop for the vocalist. It's not about the band. It's about the guy in the front with the mic in his face. And a lot of musicians can't comprehend that concept. It's not about them. Unless your name is on the marquee, you just one of the cast of players. So keep that in mind. Don't overdo it. Because it's better to underdo it than to overdo it. You'll probably get on board quicker by just underdoing it than overdoing it. Because when you overdo it, everybody notices that you're all over the place. And it becomes disruptive to the singer if you got the drummer or any other part of the musicians back there doing extra fills and just doing too much. So you definitely want to be mindful of not overdoing it. Number 4. Don't be a jerk and have an ego, because that's another quick one to get you out the door quicker than anything, because we all want to think that we're gods, but, we're not. And no one else wants to be bothered with your ego issues, So like Quincy Jones said, check the egos at the door. Come in humble, willing to be a team player and put in your part, your contribution. That's all that's asked of you. Number 5, and I'm just going to make this short. Make sure that the gear that you show up with is working. I mean, if you got a guitar, make sure that you don't have any shorting out issues where, because a lot of times with the Fender Stratocasters, and I mentioned this in another video, that sometimes the toggle switch, it tends to start sticking and buzzing and making all that noise. And the Ibanez Roadster 2 is notorious for that. I've had 3 of those guitars, and each one of them had that issue, so it lets me know it's a defect. So you don't want to show up at the gig with your equipment not half working. Want to make sure that everything that you come to the gig with is ready and it's not making any type of electrical issues. So those are the things that I can think of off the top of my head, and if I can think of more, I'll make more videos. But those are the things that you want to be mindful of and make sure that you be on time. So until next time, take care.